Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go,
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Fields. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, son. Left, right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Elijah Higgins from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Real quick, ready? Return it. Alpha, sit on. 180. What is it on?
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's pulled in by Brooks. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. That is caught, and he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Gets it downfield to Mayer. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Mayer, 42 yards. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down right. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Yep.
Waddle, the motion man, right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 575. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Fields changing the play. Throw left side to Higgins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy. Go.
Fields now to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Fields. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 47 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This second and 4.
Hey. Ready.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Hitting Mayer here on the outright. And he's got this down to the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, Ozzie, check out.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
DC, ready?
Now second and 5.
Ready, shot.
To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Brooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
13.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Middle.
Jackson. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion left, Robinson. Now it's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fields. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyquan Thornton. 73 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Here's Jackson to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards to go, second down.
Yo. Hey, middle.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jackson. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun, Jackson. It gets it right back to Mayer. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Michael Dana in there to drop him for a loss on the play. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go, son. Right.
From his goal line here, Fields. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 44, Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin Bush. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore. 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Now Lamar changing the play. They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. First by him near the 35. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Here we go, Slide.
Here's Fields. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
11.
Fields now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Fields. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. Hey, can't.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, can't. Go.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
Here we go.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Well, now they'll try the end around. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Isaiah Pacheco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
No, we change it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy